Okay, let's hope the stream doesn't end this time around. I am officially glad to say, welcome to Watch Dogs Legion. I have been waiting for this damn game for a long ass time, and so have many other people who've been excited for this. I'm excited to play this. I'm a stream for about an hour, maybe hour and a half, or hour 15 minutes. I don't know. It's at least gonna be an hour while I stream this. This is gonna be fun as hell. Let's go.
London, what a town. History around every corner and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up. And one night to tear it all down.
Alright, Bagley. I already know about the first few missions, or at least this one. Come on, Dalton.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
See, many of them.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm in.
Fucking happy. I'm fucking happy.
Any idea what we're up
fucking
against,
happy as a
If you
fucking
haven't brushed
bitch.
off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
Let us sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is. That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Sure it did.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
Not really. I tried to stream 2 times. It wouldn't let me for some reason. But until I started to get to the gameplay bit, it let me stream. I'll delete those, but I'm fucking happy right now, dude. I'm really happy. I will say this. Here's the bit you did miss. Not about the game or anything, but I am going to be streaming for at least about an hour. Maybe even
Their
longer.
profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system. They've got loads of dead set gear down here. Now why do you suppose that is?
Oh, Chris.
How did they get their hands on it?
I'd be lying if I said
But
you
someone
have
wants
no
to make it look
idea.
like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
They've staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
Alright, now, I will say this. This is not gonna be, this is not gonna be like a whole series thing. I am gonna do a lot of stuff, off stream. Obviously. But I am gonna stream this game a lot, though. Do keep that in mind.
Right in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door. Shit. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long's this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Alright, real quick. I'm just gonna check something real quick. I'm just making sure some stuff is... Alright, sorry about that. I was downloading DLCs and stuff.
Somewhere. All's well here.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
I'm taking fire! I'm trapped here! It's a scratch! Shots fired! Shots fired!
There's a shooter out here! Stop! Who are you?
What do I do?
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, this goes.
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Big time, man. Big time.
Where are you? Okay. Bingo. What? No.
Well done, Dalton Wolf. I'm impressed.
The fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The Plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. 0 day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
Yep, we got fucked. Now I will say this, I don't know if Watch Dogs Legion is actually confirmed to be Watch Dogs 3.
Devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
At 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed
No,
to
not
lock down
everybody, but
DedSec.
certain people in certain locations in London. However, most of DedSec is dead,
and
if that's what
autonomous
you want to
drones
know.
to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Overdue cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
As Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal.
Yeah, DedSec was in both
Curfews
Watch
and
Dogs
travel
1 and 2. Not really too much as far as I can remember in Watch Dogs 1. They just appeared here and there. Watch Dogs 2, you were pretty much DedSec.
Possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through
And in this
social
one, you
media.
play as DedSec,
Albion
but
is in complete control.
I don't know what they're doing in London is the thing.
Circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories,
Or at least, well,
persisting in dark
Wrench
corners
from
of the
Watch Dogs 2
internet,
is
that
in
terrorist
London.
group DedSec
Same
were
with Aiden
framed for
from
the
Watch Dogs
bombings,
1. I
have
don't.
been roundly rejected.
I gotta wait for the
Reporters
DLCs
could
and
not
stuff to
find a
download, which probably
single
won't be till
Londoner willing
a
to
long time
espouse
later.
those theories on camera.
Stormzy's also in the game as well, but I don't think I'll be allowed to stream that because it's a song and stuff, and I don't want to get copyrighted. I do apologize about that, but what can I say? I will try to see, though, if it will let me stream Stormzy's mission, though. Not the music bit, but the mission overall. Excuse me. Any other questions right now, though, Chris?
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control, suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll sell off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers.
Shit. situation is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
Okay, some of these are good actually. I'll go with her. Why not? So it's gonna be a little while before we can even recruit anybody. But oh well, patience.
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
Of course.
I don't really know if Crypto King is actually a playable character in the game. Although if
in today's episode of
I were to guess,
we're talking
since
about
you can't
how
play as
Bagley
anybody,
managed to conquer
small possibility that
Pretty
you
much
are
my favorite topic. I could talk
playing as
for
Crypto
hours
King.
about the rise of the AI system. It's
I just
easy
can't wait to get
forget about
Stormzy,
its
Aiden,
origins.
and Wrench
It's so
on the
present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom's Central Command Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all
Well, I
the
mean, can you
AIs
blame
that
him for acting
used
the
to
way
exist,
he does, or
When you ask
did, I
Bagley
should say?
anything, there's a quick
Can you
answer
really blame
and
him?
loads of
I mean,
information
would you like to be
available
under
you.
corrupt
One day,
control
I let
from
Bagley answer
a damn
all my
police group
messages for a whole
like
24
Albion?
hours, and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't understand anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
I'm not thrilled about getting my hands dirty, but I suppose one does what one must.
I'll see you downstairs later then.
In for a penny.
I was thinking at first for a fact, like, if you remember for the E3 trailer, I was hoping that possibly Ian was going to be in the game. Ian Robshaw from the E3 gameplay. Like I said, same thing possibly goes for him. There's a small possibility you could come across him. Then again, though, I kind of doubt it.
A dank, pitch-black cellar. Just what I was hoping for.
Okay, my friend, enough with the sarcasm.
Hello and welcome back to the upload.
Alright, how can you make my day better?
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
I'm with Sabine. Who the hell are you, and why do you sound like a mobile phone?
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Sorry, I was responding to a snap. But how can you make my day better, Chris? Alright, unless I already asked you.
There we are.
Yeah.
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
So, Bagley, if not DedSec, then who was behind the bombings?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
I thought you and I were working on that together. I mean, we already said, or I already told you I was going to redo the story itself.
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it.
Hi, Sabine.
Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
My God. How'd you survive?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
There aren't many DedSec fans in London these days. Look, I want to help, I do, but joining up with you now verges on suicidal.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Fine. But you owe me.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
Alright, you'll have to tell me about that stuff later.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the... basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact. Not to mention a champion amateur.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You'll want to my block. Find the weak point. That's it. You're getting it. Quick on your feet now.
Fucking weirdo.
You want to create distance.
Okay.
Nice one. Yes, nice one.
gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin
You like how she's motivating me to kick
but
her
I need
ass?
someone with actual legs
Wow.
to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch.
Photo booth. Oh, no, I don't want to. I don't want to do this. I'll have to check that out later. I want to learn how to change my mask, if anything.
Why does this always bloody happen? Will you relax a second?
All right, Sabine, what's our plan?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
And all our cowering just makes us easier to step on. Albion needs this terror. It's how they consolidate their power.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. One, we're going to disrupt...
You look like someone who wants to make a difference.
Are you with DedSec? Because I could use your assistance.
Perhaps. What's the situation?
One of my peers went completely dark last week. No one's been able to contact them.
How dreadful.
They've always been anti-authoritarian and vocal, so given their track record, I'm worried.
Don't worry. We'll find them.
Okay, I guess we can already recruit some people.
Hey, come on, no need for that.
Are your documents in order? Is your visa valid? Failure to possess valid status documents is a crime.
There's more than a few ways to vanish in London these days. How do we sort out what happened?
Well, we could knock on every door in the city and see if they've got any abducted people on the premises, but it'd probably be smarter just to snoop around their last known location.
Agreed. Forward me the coordinates.
Using faith in the pound, they were gaining it in cryptocurrency, which turned out to be much more stable, kind of the opposite to what people thought in the beginning.
And then, of course, there was the recession. It didn't take long for startups to see an opportunity in this new way of doing finance. A lot of traditional money was converted to crypto, and it really shook up the financial sector.
Can you remember when they first introduced crypto cash points?
That was really sneaky. It was a classic startup behavior. They just installed them everywhere. No consultation with the government, no approval or anything. But people immediately started to use them.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of how Bloom put out the optic. They just made it free and flooded the streets with these devices. Suddenly everyone had them.
If there's this great option of tech, people are just going to start using it, no matter the cost.
Parliament actually tried to put a stop to the cash points, but people were using them so much already. There was outrage. I mean, some parts of London were already using crypto as their primary currency by then.
And now, apparently, or at least in theory, crypto is illegal.
Yeah, in May this year, economists found that crypto was being traded more than the pound and banks were not.
far as I can tell, yeah. I'm gonna have to buy this stuff later. Alright, I'll have to do that when I get offline later. But how do I change my mask? Because that's what I want to do. I guess I'll have to do that later.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
First they take over the justice system, then they move in. So much for rule of law.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
Alright.
I'm putting a stop to this! Ah!
What was that? That's it! Using lethal force!
Bagley, what do we have?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the hell?
Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
Why don't... I brighten the place up a bit?
What's the point of risking your neck out there if you don't get any credit for it? Paste-ups let the people of London know that DedSec is back, and the increased visibility might even encourage some of them to donate to the cause.
Museum quality, I'd say.
Keep up the good work, love. What a nice thing to see.
You look like someone who wants to make a difference.
Ah, so you're DedSec then. Good.
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
Can you track him down, Bagley?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now.
Cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, it was a real shift in the way that the world works. And let's recap the basics. So, central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions. And what this means is you can have a decentralized system without having to trust any one party, like old-fashioned banks.
This is where our missing person disappeared from. If they were abducted, it would have been captured on CTOS surveillance.
Good. I'll get you that data.
Located the CTOS hub.
game.
This is a mistake for you. Motherfucker! Stupid fucker! Asshole! Fuckface! Shit for brains!
Alright, well, I'll say this, I died.
That's the CTOS up there.
Uploading the CCTV footage to you now.
Well, they were taken all right. Got in a shouting match with Albion and then took a couple of boots to the solar plexus.
Damn.
Yes, that's the bad news. The good news is I determined where they're being held. Sending you the coordinates. The demands of being a DedSec operative are all consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
I'm only streaming for about an hour, and then I'm heading to bed.
What's spooked you, Mr. Alarm? Let's have a look around, shall we? Don't waste your time. It's all clear here.
Is that KSI? Chris, that's KSI. Oh my god, JJ's in the game. Or at least his music is. My god, I wasn't expecting that.
This calls for some redecoration.
All right, well, I guess a YouTuber did somehow make an appearance. That's fucking awesome.
Looks much better, I'd say.
Welcome back to The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a
Probably
new
due to
invention.
how the
You an
movement
early
and stuff
adopter?
is.
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, there's a real shift in the way that the world works. Let's recap the basics. So, central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions. And what this means...
Be right back. I heard you. Yeah? Is there any left?
have a decentralized system without having to trust any one party, like old-fashioned banks.
Auto drive now enabled. Why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
Yeah, the features...
All right, I'm here.
The abductee you're looking for should be somewhere nearby. This is the place. Our man's in here.
I can already tell I'm bad at this game.
There he is. Get him out.
Oh, come on. Stand down.
Okay. The drone is a very big problem. And since I don't have a hacker who's good with stopping the drones or anything, I can't really do nothing.
The hostage is in here. Let's get him out. Get him out of here.
This won't end well for you. Come out.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures.
Let's do it.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Cease and desist, or you will be restrained.
Come on now. Stand down. I don't see anyone following you.
We found your friend. They'd been taken by Albion, but don't worry, they're free now. They'll be contacting you soon.
Seriously? Jesus. I really owe you.
DedSec could always use more people. Interested?
Fine. I'm in.
Welcome to DedSec, darling. We are just thrilled to have you.
Yes, well, I'm ready to help however I can.
Fantastic.
Alrighty. Well, that's gonna be it for Watch Dogs Legion. I'll see you guys, or I guess I'll see you in the next stream, Chris. I'm gonna do some stuff offline. Bye, man.